to President, Dean, faculty, staff, family members, friends, and to you, the honorees, class of 2017, you did it. Congratulations. Your hard work paid off, and tonight is your big night. I wanted to present to you in a big way because this is your big night. So in doing so, I did a little research. I wanted to find out, what do graduates remember on their graduation night? I asked a lot of people, and the responses overwhelmingly included things other than the keynote speaker. They included the pride they felt when they put on their graduation gown and strutted across the stage. They included responses of the honor cords draping their shoulders. They included the presence of family members and friends and just feeling the pride of love and accomplishments. So considering the outcomes of the research that I did, the #1 recommendation is for guest speakers to keep it short. I shall heed to that recommendation. But I do want to share a few things with you on your big day. You have chosen to join the ranks of a lot of Mississippians in great career fields of service, pride, and loyalty. Career fields that consist of business and office administration, computer networking, cosmetology, health and medical, heating and cooling. All of these wonderful career choices are something that you should be proud of. It's something that every day should motivate you to want to be the best that you can feel that you can be in your chosen career field. I laugh because when I think about that, being the best that you can be, I think about a conversation I had years ago with my son, Ralph. He was around the age of 14 or 15. Facebook wasn't cool for teenagers at that time, so Ralph created an Instagram account. And right before, or right under his Instagram name, he had a phrase. His phrase was, "You can be anything you want to be, including yourself." Yeah, I was like, yeah, I heard that, that's good. That was me. I was standing in front of groups within our state, speaking national, talking about Ralph and his Instagram account. Because I was proud, this 14-year-old said, "You can be anything you want to be, including yourself." And I'm like, yeah. You know, he could choose to be like his friends on the left, or he could choose to be like these great athletes, but no. He wanted to be anything you want to be, including yourself. So after I started using that, I decided to one day ask Ralph about this phrase. So I say, "Hey, Ralph." He goes, "Yeah, Mom." "So you have this phrase on your Instagram account. What is it?" I go, you can be anything you want to be, including yourself. "Where'd you get that from?" He looks at me, he said, "Mom, that came from Drake." So if Drake is giving off that kind of message, then I guess it's okay for you to listen to Drake. My charge to you is to be the very best that you can be in your chosen career field, and always demonstrate pride and professionalism. So then I'm going to ask you to think about one word, graduates. One word that you can move into action as you begin your journey, as you lay your foundation as you build your legacy. And that one word is intentional. Be intentional. Be intentional about every decision you make. Be intentional about every goal you set. Be intentional about every dream you dream. Make smart choices, especially those smart choices about decisions that will impact your clients, about how you show care and concern for others, because it's really true. People don't really care about how much you know before they first know about how much you care. I recall years ago, early in my nursing career, that I had to take care of a middle-aged man. And this man was 6'5" in stature. He was strong. He was muscular. He was built. He was the provider and breadwinner of his family. He was well one day and sick the next. That's what he told me. One day he was normal, and the next day he was limited. He needed his nurse to help him put food on his fork and lift his fork to his mouth to eat. Every time I helped him with his activities of daily living, he would apologize and say to me, "I'm sorry." I was intentional about how I showed care and concern and maintained his pride and his dignity. Be intentional. Be intentional about your efforts of inclusion. So right now you might be hearing the buzzword is diversity, inclusion. It's real. It's something that we all need to embrace. And I would argue that it's pretty cool when you do so, because it increases your level of understanding of others. It increases your sensitivity to issues. It increases your ability to be advocates for people you take care of. In your valued roles as healthcare professionals, as cosmetologists, as our heating and cooling specialists, computer network technicians, you will serve a variety of people who are just different. You will work with people who are different. Learn about the differences and build on your similarities. And finally, be intentional about innovation. Be intentional about creating change. In our crazy, uncertain job market, we are constantly faced with budget cuts, federal and state regulatory issues, the realities of caring for people with insurance or without insurance. Every organization today is trying to figure out how can we gain profit margin at the end of the year. Organizations are looking for you, fresh, bright minds to help create that change. Be fearless in your intentions to create change. I am fearless, and you can be too. I am willing to take calculated risk. Try something new. You can be too. I didn't get here overnight. In fact, it took me many years to feel confident to create change. But it was only until I tried. You can feel success and create change, but you first must be willing to try. Be intentional. I ask that you think about one word. One word that you can move into action as you begin your journey as you lay your foundation, as you build your legacy. That one word is intentional. Go Virginia College, class of 2017. Congratulations.
I told you. I want to give something to Dr. Moore, and I'm going to read it. In appreciation to Tonya Moore, PhD RN, for your support of Virginia College Commencement, June 1st, 2017. Let's give her a big round of applause. Before we go on, if you're standing in an aisle or blocking the door,